Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday. It's currently raining and gloomy and it's just nasty outside. Perfect day to stay at home, watch Netflix, order food, not do anything. But we're back out here. I've been online since 12:30. I had a really busy morning. I took my mom to the doctor, then I got back home, took care of my dog. Next thing you know, it's like noon. I'm like, come on, we gotta get out here. So we made it out of the house, got online at 12:30, and it's been dead. I haven't done anything. This is the first order that I'm taking right here from Potbelly, showing a $7.75 payout. I think it's like 4.5 miles, but it has 19 items. So, you know, it could be, in theory, a bigger order. But I don't know what's up with today, and I don't know what happened last year. But I looked at the numbers. We only did $40 last year. Now, that I must have only dashed for like an hour or two. There's no way that I spent, you know, a full shift and only made 40 bucks. And then whatever happened last year, it must have been super slow because the entire week, just looking at those numbers, are awful. We only did like $666, which we're gonna round up and say $667. I don't like having a whole 666 thing in my screen. Not that I'm like super superstitious or anything, but I don't know, just not a fan. So we're gonna say we did $667. If we round up, but then technically we did, right? So now I go for the week. I'm just gonna leave it at $1,000 because that's what my minimum goal is to begin with. And I don't know what happened last year, but it's not gonna happen this year. We're gonna do everything we can to make sure we make some money. Anyways, I'm pulling up here to the Potbelly. Hopefully the food's ready, and we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, so we got to Potbelly. The food wasn't ready. Waited about 5 minutes. I was expecting a lot more bags, but I think it's a lot of chips. So honestly, I'm not really expecting anything on top of this $7.75. And honestly, today's day already feels like a wash. So I'm just taking it easy. I'm not stressing about it. We're gonna make as much as we can. We're going till 7:30. We'll see how it goes. Then on top of that, have you guys seen the Tinder Swindler on Netflix? Yo, I just watched it last night and my mind is blown. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. It's a great watch. I don't understand how this dude was basically scamming these women out of all this money. But I have a new line now, so whenever I have an issue with a customer or maybe with support, I'm just gonna hit him with the my enemies are after me, and then that's it. If you've seen the show, then you know where that's from. If you haven't seen it, yo, watch it. That's like the funniest line to me, because I would ask so many questions, yet these women didn't ask any. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it was their fault. I mean, they're obviously the victims of these things. Of this guy, basically. I don't want to say too much if you haven't seen it, but yo, it's a great watch. You gotta watch it. I love documentaries, so I watched that. And then I watched this one about Boeing, like the airplane manufacturer or whatever. Really good watch also. Plus, yo, comment below. What are you guys watching? I need new shows to watch whenever it's dead or on my own free time, you know. So let me know. But yeah, if you haven't seen the Tinder Swindler, you know, there it is. Great watch. You gotta check it out. Anyways, we're 2 minutes away from the drop off. We'll let you know how it goes. Bam. Alrighty guys, so we're still not there yet. I don't know what's up with my GPS. It took me to a completely wrong place. I was about to call the customer when I realized that even on the map I'm way off, but I don't know why it took me there. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. I'm only like 3 minutes away, but I don't understand what's up with the GPS. But yeah, I was like about to call them when I realized that the address, like if I type it in manually, it takes me there to the proper address. But if I just hit the little navigation icon, it takes me to like another building way down the road. I don't know. Anyways, we're almost there. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so we got the order dropped off. It became $18.76. Now we're almost back at the town center. You know, it was hilarious. So I was at a red light, right? And the car next to me was getting pulled over, but he just stopped. Like, he didn't pull over into like the street or whatever. The light became green and he just stayed there basically, right? But as the light was still red, he's like hollering and yelling at the cop, like, why'd you pull me over? Like, I'm at a red light. Blah, blah, blah. He's just like yelling at the cop, right? And the cop just tells him, hey, you don't have your lights on. It's raining. You gotta have your lights on. You know, and then I looked at my car and I was like, man, are my lights on? Because I know that in Virginia, when it's raining, you gotta have your lights on. I'm pretty sure. But I was like, why is this man hollering at the cop? Like, it's a lot easier just to be like, take the L, take the ticket. He might have given you a warning if you weren't like such a pain in the butt, you know? Anyways, I thought that was just kind of funny. So I was like, man, are my lights on? Because it is raining, but it's not raining hard, but it's drizzling, you know? It's enough for like, you might need to turn your wipers on every few minutes or whatever. But yeah, now we're almost back at the town center. I'm actually looking for parking. There is no parking. And right now we got Grubhub and Doordash going on. I did email Uber Eats. I know there's a lot of people that are always asking, like, heck, I'm going to do Uber Eats. So when I signed up, which wasn't that long ago, for some reason they think that I want to do rideshare, and I don't. And they need like a vehicle inspection. And because of the fender bender that I had, I don't think it would pass even that for like a rideshare, you know? But I don't want to do rideshare. I want to do just food delivery. So I emailed them saying this is what I want to do, and they're supposed to come out, or not come out, but just email me something saying it's cool or whatever. So I'm waiting for that. So as of right now, we got 2 out of the 3 major apps for food delivery. I know that some people have mentioned Spark or Roadie. I think Spark is a Walmart app, right? There's no Walmart in my area, so I don't know if that would work. Roadie, I might just check them out. I'm not even sure what they're about. And then like Instacart and those kind of apps where you do like grocery shopping, it's just not my forte. I know myself, and I know that I would not be the greatest at that. I might do it just to experience it every now and then, but I've tried to do a few like shop on delivery orders here on like Safeway or whatever on DoorDash, and the fact that they don't give you any type of info of where things are located, that's what gets me, because I don't know these areas like that, because I don't live in the area that I dash in, so I don't know the grocery stores like that. That's why I like Total Wine, because it tells you like the aisle where it's at. So if you can't find it, then you're just incompetent. Anyways, we just parked. We're gonna give it a few minutes, see what's up. It's currently 2:20, and we'll let you guys know when we have another order. Let's go, guys. Quick update: it's almost 3 p.m. and we're still sitting here at $18.76. I only got one order from Popeyes, and it was trash. So yeah, just wanted to update you all. We'll see you guys soon. Guys, as you can see, we're finally on the road again. We just picked up our next order here from Pliables, showing 675. I want to say like 3.5 miles maybe. Not the greatest order, not a bad order either, you know, something decent. Something to get me off my butt and finally moving on the road, because it's been a while since doing the last order. Currently, basically 3 o'clock, but you know, it basically feels like a really slow either Saturday or Sunday for me. And I get it, Tuesdays have not been the greatest, but they've never been this slow. So I'm hoping that dinner picks up, or maybe even the slow times picks up a little bit. Again, if we make $120, I'll call this a success, based on the fact that it's so slow. Anyways, we're 5 minutes away. We'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty guys, got the order dropped off. I think it became $7.75. Now we're sitting at $26.51 for the entire dash, which is not that great, obviously. But honestly, today, it's been, I guess, one of those days where people are just not ordering, or maybe the app is glitching. I really don't know. Grubhub has sent me 4 orders, all of them absolutely garbage. I remember back in the day when they were like, man, Grubhub is so great, and then I got waitlisted. It took me forever to get on, and now that I have it, I'm like, is it really that great? Because I feel like most of the orders are not that great. Granted, some of them are, but I feel like for the most part it's about the same, you know, as DoorDash. And I feel like I get way less Grubhub requests than I do DoorDash. And I get it, you gotta schedule a block if you can to maximize, you know, your opportunities. I do that all the time. But I'm not saying that I don't get some good orders every now and then. I'm just saying that I think way back in the day, it used to be way better. But then again, I feel like most of the apps were better back then, and they're slowly getting worse. I don't know. Anyways, currently 3:15, and we have about a 5-minute drive back to the town center. We'll see you guys on the next order. Alrighty guys, so basically I accepted an order from Cafe Rio. I don't go to Cafe Rio because they're super slow, but it was $6.25, a mile and a half, and I said to myself, how bad could it be, right? I walk into Cafe Rio, it's completely empty, and they haven't even started working on the order. They're basically lost in there. I walked in there and I was like, well, you know how long would it take? And then she's like, oh, it's gonna be like 25 minutes. 25 minutes. I don't know what the item was, but it said only one item, and then when I clicked on it, it said unknown number of items. So I honestly don't know exactly what they got, but I highly doubt it would take 25 minutes. I was like, you know what, it's no problem, somebody else would come for that. Unassigned it. moving on. I don't want to stress too much, but man, I can't believe I forgot how crappy Cafe Rio was. So I'm not gonna go back there, even if the offer is what it was, 1 mile away. Just feel like I just wasted 15, 20 minutes I'm never gonna get back. You know, driving there, getting someone to actually help me, for them to just to tell me that. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna make our way back to the town center and wait for something else. And yeah, that was just annoying, for lack of a better word, because it's not, if they were busy, I would understand. If they didn't have any staff, I would understand. They had like 7 people back there and nobody in line. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, let me just go back to the town center, clear my mind, and move on. Alrighty guys, after that Cafe Rio fiasco, we made it back to the town center. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. We did not make it back. We got this order on the way back from Santini's, 625, 3.1 miles, 1 item. I said, why not? I want to do something. I want to make some money. It's been way too long without doing any orders. So we picked it up. The food was ready. It's just 1 item. I'm not really expecting anything on top of this. I was expecting not to have any more issues with these restaurants. But yeah, the food was ready, like I said, so we're only 4 minutes away. Let's go. So dropping off the last order here from Santini's. I think that became $6.75. Now we're back at the town center, and it's been a minute. It's currently 4:30, and we're sitting at $33.26. Talk about slow. Jeez. If it doesn't get better by 6, I'm just gonna go home. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's no point in being out here if we're not making any money, right? So we'll see. But I'm hoping that by then it'll pick up. Hopefully we'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, after an outrageous amount of time, we finally have our next order from Chipotle, $6. I think it's like 2.1 miles. Jumped on it, it was ready. We're on the road. It's almost 5. At this point, it would make $100. I will be shocked because it's been the slowest day I think I've ever worked. Maybe something didn't happen last year. Maybe the same thing happened last year, and then you say, you know what? Let's just go home, take the L, move on, whatever. And I'm like this close to doing the same thing, but I have to at least make more money than what we did last year. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep it going for now. Alrighty guys, after doing the last drop off, it was just $6. Now we're sitting at $39.26, and we're back in the town center, currently 5:25, and it's dead. This might be my worst shift of all time. Not even close, I don't think. It's awful. I mean, if I want to do at least one more order to get over the $40 mark, and then if I don't get one right after that, I might call it a day, to be honest. Because what's the point of sitting out here? I've watched an entire documentary, solid 45 minutes, nothing. So yeah, I'm looking to do one more order at least. We'll let you know whenever that happens. Alrighty guys, we just picked up our next order here from Chipotle, showing $6.75. I think it's like 2 miles tops. The food was ready. It's 5:55 and it's so slow. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, other than the fact that it's just extremely slow. Not even garbage right now. All my apps are dusty. And as I say that, I get a stack offer. That's awful. Yeah, today's just one of these days where it's just bad. You know, one of those days. But yeah, I mean, you know, I still want to show you guys every single day so you guys can show. I can't even talk. So you guys can see that not every day is a banger. You know, some days are just bad. Anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys hopefully on the next one. Alrighty guys, after doing the last drop off, we made it back to the town center and it was, you know, again, slow. But I was getting some garbage, which was actually kind of encouraging because then that kind of meant that, you know, orders were coming in. Then we got this order right here from Chipotle. I would have liked it for it to be either a little bit less miles or maybe $1 more, but that's okay. And on a day like today, I saw it and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and take this. $11 payout, 2 orders. I think it's going 3 miles. Now, one of the orders is huge and one of them seems pretty small. So I'm thinking one's going to be $5 and the other one might say 6, but it could be more. So anyways, we're back on the road now. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we just got the first order dropped off, no issues. And the second one here has a comment from the customer saying, please check. I think I forgot the chips and sides last time. Of course, I see that after I pick it up. But I mean, regardless, what am I gonna tell the girl at Chipotle? Hey, can you make sure everything's in there? I mean, they seal it up, so it is a handed to me. So if she says anything, I'm just gonna tell her that, you know, the girl at Chipotle checked everything. I mean, is it a lie? I mean, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the girl at Chipotle looked at the ticket and checked everything, but I don't see that message until afterwards. So what more can I do, you know? So we're about 4 minutes away, so we'll see what happens. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, so we got the order dropped off from Chipotle, right? The latest one. It had a $7.04 payout, which is great. And it had the lady that had the comments saying, like, please check everything because they missed some items last time. So I'm knocking on her door. I'm giving her the food, and she says, hey, did you double check everything? And I told her, well, I couldn't see the items on my phone. And I showed her that, you know, so she knew that I wasn't lying. And she goes, oh, yeah, I think whenever I order from Chipotle, you guys can't see it. But if I order through DoorDash, then you can see it, right? And I was like, you know, probably, most likely that's the case. But I did tell her, you know, the girl did double check everything, so I'm hoping that everything is in there for you. And then she started checking it herself, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna say something is missing, right? But to my surprise, she said everything looks to be right. Thank you so much. Have a good night. So that was that. And then we have this order here from Not Your Average Joe's showing an $18.50 payout. I think it's what, 9 items. So it is going like 10 miles though, now that I think about it. But Not Your Average Joe's is not cheap. So I'm hoping the food is ready, and I'm pretty sure they should have a little extra tip on there. And that's exactly what we need. I know it's higher mileage or whatever, but hey, on a day like today, like I was like this close to going home like 30 minutes ago. So anyways, we just parked here at Not Your Average Joe's. Hopefully we don't have any mix up with the orders like we did a couple days ago, because I know support is not gonna have my back because they just don't. Anyways, we'll see you guys back on the road. Alrighty guys, we just got the order picked up here from Not Your Average Joe's. The food was not ready. We're at about 12 minutes past the pickup time. And now we're back on the road. We got about a 17-minute drive. So by the time we get there, it's going to be 7:17. By the time we come back, it's going to be past 7:30. So this is going to be our last order of the day. Now, assuming we don't get a single cent on top of what's showing as the payout, the $18.50, I think we're going to finish around $77 and some change. So I'm kind of hoping we finish closer to 90, like with the extra tip, assuming there is one. But if there isn't, hey, 77 with the way today went, I think that's an accomplishment. I mean, almost twice what we made last year. But no, in all honesty, today was really, really rough. And I think other dashers realized that and just left. My dumbass just stayed. But yeah, so anyways, let me get this dropped off. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, we got the order dropped off. And out of nowhere, it got super windy and there's a bunch of branches on the roads. Really annoying, by the way. But yeah, this house, the one that I just delivered to, beautiful home. I don't even know how to describe it. It looked like out of a James Bond movie. It was huge. And it had a $38 payout, which is awesome. So if I'm not mistaken, that means we finished the dash at like $97 and some change, which is a lot better than what I thought it would be. I was thinking maybe around $85, give or take. But it ended up being a banger. Whew. But yeah, I mean, if we would have had just a normal day and then we would have gotten this order, it would have been like the cherry on top, you know? But instead, we had an awful day, and this order might have just saved it. I mean, yeah, we didn't do $100, but it's probably as close as we're gonna get with only 8 orders in, you know? We only did 8 orders today, and that's terrible. Anyways, I'm gonna put up all my numbers so you guys can check them out. Not the start of the week that I wanted to have, but it is what it is. This is the hand that we were dealt this week, but we're gonna make it work. Again, the goal is gonna be $1,000 this week. We didn't do that last year, but last year, for whatever reason, this week absolutely sucked. And we're gonna do the best to not repeat it. Anyways, thank you all for coming along on today's dash. If you haven't subscribed, why not? And if you're on the fence, you know, you watch a couple of videos, see if you like what you see, and if you don't, that's cool too. But I know a lot of people watch but don't subscribe, so I don't understand what that's about. Anyways, peace. We'll be right back.